let's do the player ratings. Let's actually do it. So let's start with Aaron Ramsdale. What am I going to give Ramsdale? To be honest, they had 0 shots on target while Ramsdale was on the pitch. But he's kicking as well. There's a one time I think he was about to get caught, but he still picked out a good pass. He kept a clean sheet while he was on the pitch. Didn't have a lot to do, but Ramsdale. Someone in the last live stream I did, someone told me Arsenal need another goalkeeper. Really? Arsenal need another goalkeeper? Like, come on! Like, Arsenal need another goalkeeper. That is the most outrageous thing I've ever had. You know what Ramsdale had the other day? He was voted as the most valuable goalkeeper in the world, not even in the Premier League, right in the world. And there's a reason. He's not a bad goalkeeper. Other teams are scattering around trying to look for goalkeepers, and you want to sell Ramsdale. We bought him at like 30 million. We could sell him at 100 million if we could. Ramsdale, I'm going to give him a 7 for today. Absolutely very comfortable. He makes everything look so fun. Yesterday in the skills challenge, he was making jokes, laughing around. Like, he's such a good guy to have in the team as well. So I'm going to give him a 7 for today. Now, Kivio. I've not mentioned him so far in this video, but Kivio himself, the last 2 games, he's been incredible. Even yesterday in the skills challenge, you can see his talent and his technical ability, his passing technique, his the way he can just stand, and he can another versatile player. There you go. He can play as center back, he can play as a left back, and he was playing the left back inverted role today, and he was doing very good at it. He put in a couple of good tackles. Obviously, the likes of Saliba are better today, but Kivio, some of you again were entertaining the fact that okay, Kivio did not play well in 1 or 2 games. Sell him. You don't do that after a player has been with you for 5 months. Like, there's a reason he has been bought, and I'm going to give him a 7 for today. Kivio was absolutely class once again. Next to him was Gabriel, another player who makes everything look so easy on the pitch. Some people say Arsenal will never win a trophy with Gabriel. Well, we'll find out. Gabriel, class once again. Power. I love his power and his energy. And these days, it seems like Ateta actually talked to him and told him that's the one thing that people wanted Gabriel to get out of his game. You know, sometimes it becomes too, I don't want to be too harsh with the word, it takes too many risks, like he did against Fulham, and Mitrovic got the ball and scored the goal. You know, a bit too casual sometimes. I know he's a bit rash at times, like the way he gave a penalty against West Ham last season. If he can take that away from his game, he already took out the indiscipline. Remember, 2 seasons ago, he was picking up red cards and yellow cards left, right, and center. I think he got a red card against Man City. Last season, he didn't pick up a red card. I'm very happy with the discipline, and Gabriel is one of those players I was really happy with, and alongside Xhaka in terms of discipline. So I'm going to give Gabriel a 7 as well for today. He's just class once again. Another player that is why, if you are to ask Arsenal fans, like, who is guaranteed to start next season in terms of players, like Martinelli is not guaranteed. It could be Trossard. Jesus is not guaranteed. It could be Trossard up front. It could be Havertz. I think there are only like 3-4 guaranteed players are Saka, Odegaard, Ramsdale, and probably Gabriel. Okay, now that we have Rice as well, but even him, he could be rested for a couple of games. So the ones who always play are Odegaard, Saka, and Gabriel, and Ramsdale. And then there's also this guy, William Saliba. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Like, absolutely oozing class. He just signed a new contract and he was given 200,000. And I think I made a point about we are giving too many players 200,000. Let me take that back. If it's Saliba getting 200,000 a week, you can double that even if you want. Saliba is just class. Like, if last season, at the beginning of last season, I did not think he was ever going to play for Arsenal. I was like, I don't think his relationship with Ateta is ever going to recover. I am so happy it did, man. I am so happy that relationship recovered. We missed him a lot when he got injured. He is a very, very good player. He's a top baller, everything. Passing ability, interceptions, the way one-on-one defending, combination plays, relationship with Gabriel, one thing that is very important as well if you're going to win trophies. All the teams that have trophies, all of them had very good combinations, whether it's Sol Campbell and Kolo Toure, whether it's Tony Adams and Keon, Tony Adams and Steve Bold, whether it's let me just mention them, Vidic and Ferdinand, whether it's Terry and Carvalho. You need like 2 players who are always going to start every single game, and their combination play is good. And Saliba is one of those guys, and today, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. So happy that he signed a new contract. There was something that came out about him yesterday. I had that Ateta, when Saliba came back to Arsenal, I'm hearing that Ateta did not talk to him for like a week or 2 weeks, like did not talk to him at all. just not because he hated him, because he wanted to test his mood and his reaction to it. He wanted to see, okay, is Saliba in discipline? Is he disciplined? Is he going to react to me not talking to him? Let us see how calm he is. And Saliba, coming back as a grown man, he played 3 years in France, 3 years on loan. He came back. He looked disciplined. He was not bothered. He focused on his game, and I rewarded him by telling him, you know what, we are going to keep you, and I'm glad he did that. Speaking of players who absolutely make me happy, Ben White, another fantastic player that we have. I'm going to give him the same as the other defenders apart from Saliba. Ben White is also going to be a 7 out of 10. As I've always said, I don't think Ben White is an easy, okay, Timber is here, Ben White goes to the bench. It's not as easy as that. Ben White has given us 2 very good years. One as a centre back and the other as a right back. He can even start as a left back next on for the 38 games. That's how versatile he is, and he's very durable. He never gets injured. Even when he was at Leeds, when he was at Brighton, he always plays every single game, never ever gets injured. And I love that about Ben White. Even today, like, is that durable. That is why everyone else went off by the 60th minute, and Ben White was the only one to play until the 80th minute, because he's that guy. He is that guy. I think he did the same against Nuremberg. He stayed on when others went off, and then he came off later, because he's that guy. He can play for more minutes every time. So I'm going to give him a 7 for today. Who started in midfield? Georgie, my guy, playing very well once again. I'm going to give Jorginho an 8 out of 10. He scored a penalty, very coolly slotted in. As I said at the beginning, we used to see him doing that for Chelsea every time. It used to piss me off. Now he's doing it for Arsenal. I absolutely love it. I think it's the best thing. Best thing ever. That penalty is the best thing to ever happen to football. He rarely misses. He can never miss that penalty. So if you're going to a penalty shootout this time round, like we did against Sporting, and Jorginho is on the pitch and Saka is on the pitch and all those guys, we are very confident. So Jorginho is getting an 8 out of 10, not only for the penalty, obviously. He's passed to Saka for the first goals, the assist before the assist, basically. Through pass, very good. The control in midfield, looks very comfortable on the ball, controls everything. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give Jorginho an 8 out of 10. Who started next to him? Trossard. What do I mean? Who started next to him? Leandro Trossard, the best player in America, not even Lionel Messi. It's Leandro Trossard. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. His goal... like, that kind of goal is absolutely... He has scored a goal like that, I think, against Leicester, and it was disallowed last season. He has that ability. And then he was playing so well with Nketiah. I could not believe I was actually watching Nketiah. Like, he was the 1-2 with Nketiah on that left side, and then he was getting the ball back from Nketiah, and then he was putting in the cross with his left foot, putting in the cross with his right foot. And every time, I'm so serious, go back and watch that first half. Every single time Trossard put in a cross, he put in like 4 or 5. Every one of them landed on an Arsenal head. Jesus, Gabriel, all of them. There's none that went elsewhere. All of them landed on an Arsenal player. And it's not like there was one person in the box. There was like 5, 6 people in the box, and it still landed on top of an Arsenal player's head. Fantastic, Trossard. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. And on top of that, he's playing as a number 8. So we could see a lot of that. As I pointed out at the beginning, he's a player who can, whenever you're going all-out attack, you can throw him anywhere. You can throw him on the left side. You can put him next to Odegaard as 2 number 10s, and he'll do the job for you. He's not going to complain. And for 20 plus, just 20 million, thank you very much, Brighton. Nice doing business with you. We'll still take Caicedo if you want, by the way. Brighton players are good, very good. That is why if you sign any player from there, whether it's Mitoma, whether it's I don't know, McAllister, all those guys, like, all of them are very good. So if you sign a player from Brighton, you get quality like this. Now, okay, the next one will not really impress you a lot. Listen, I still think it's going to come good. Just give him time. Just like you see the way they're already overreacting about Havertz. You see the goal he scored. Just give them time. There's that technique. And today, Fabio, very in terms of attacking combination play like Saka and Jesus, he was not there. He was not involved in that. But what I liked about him today, he's not standing around and waiting for the ball. No, he was actually getting involved. I saw him running back for the ball and putting in a tackle and getting the ball. That is what I want to see as well. If you're not going to get chances to create or score goals, anything like that, at least do something else. Come and collect the ball and go around like Jesus does. Some people say Jesus does not score goals, whatever makes you happy, but he doesn't score a goal. like Jesus did not score a goal. He scored a, what do I mean? Did score a goal? He scored a brilliant goal today. But apart from that, he was involved in every single thing. That is what you want from a player. And Fabio, in terms of 50-50 balls in midfield and everything, he was winning all of them. And that is what I want to see from my players. But we still need to see more from Fabio Vieira, obviously. But I would not sell him like some of you would. Keep him in the team. Just be patient. We'll still have the last laugh. Just keep him in the team. Just keep him in the team. He's going to play around the likes of Odegaard and Rice. He'll be good. Don't worry. He'll be good. The players who are going to play next to him is going to be good. So that was the midfield that started today. Let's go to the forward players. We had a guy called Bukayo Saka playing on the right side. He didn't do a lot apart from getting 2 assists. We are used to him doing that. We are used to Bukayo Saka getting assists. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. If it's freezing, sorry. But Saka once again absolutely fantastic. As I showed you this piece of skill in that fantastic, man, from Bukayo Saka. Absolutely fantastic. He makes everything look so easy. He makes everything look so easy. We know his ability and he always shines. Do we still need a backup for him? Absolutely, of course. But in terms of him starting, that is why we're actually talking about getting a backup for Bukayo Saka, because of this kind of things that he can do. Like this kind of football that he can play. The fact that he can run past a player. Like, when Saka starts a game, the defenders are scared. That is what I've always asked from Arsenal from the last 2-3 years. I want a player to start a game and the players are scared. Now, when people say Nketiah is not good enough and abuse him and everything, I usually don't do that. But I usually say, does a defender like Van Dijk not sleep at night when he's going to come up against like Nketiah, or can you even put Balogun on that list for now? Can he really be scared and have sleepless nights like when he's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to face Nketiah tomorrow? I don't think so. Even 2 years ago, 1 year ago, same with Lacazette. Lacazette was very good for us for like 2-3 years, but the last 2 seasons, would someone say, oh my goodness, Lacazette and Nketiah playing against us tomorrow, you're in trouble? I don't think so. That is what I want Nketiah to become if he stays at Arsenal. That is what Bukayo Saka is. Like, you see those left backs, I don't think they usually sleep when they play against Arsenal. Like those Luke Shaws and those Cucureas and those guys, I'm sure when they hear that it's Arsenal tomorrow and they're like, oh my goodness, it's going to be Bukayo Saka, they know. They don't sleep that night because it's just going to go past you and run and run and run. That is why we need him to rest sometimes, because when players get to like 24, 25, by then they know how to save their energy and control their energy in the game, and they know by the time they get to April, they're still fresh. For Bukayo Saka, I'm not sure he still knows how to do that yet. Obviously, he's growing up. But he's going to be very dangerous if the moment he gets that right, because for him, he's very excited. And he gets the ball, he's just going to run after you and run and run and run and get past you and dribble past you several times. And he'll get very tired, but he'll still start the next game. That is why I absolutely love him. But if he knows how to control his energy, like the likes of Salah and Mahrez in a game, that is why, Mohamed Salah, I've never seen Mohamed Salah injured. Like, he's always there for Liverpool and he's always playing every single game. He knows how to control his energy through the game. He'll walk around for 2 minutes and then boom, 2 goals. He scored 2 goals in the 70th and 80th minute. So if Bukayo Saka can do that as well, I'm not telling him to slow down. Keep going, Bukayo Saka. And for today, I am going to give you an 8 out of 10. He got 2 assists, looked very dangerous once again. I love him so much, man. I absolutely love him. Who played on the left side? It was Nketiah. Nketiah played on the left side, and I actually think he did very, very well. He wasn't just waiting for things in the box, all that. He was coming for the ball on the left side. He was coming and helping to defend. And I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I actually love this combination with Trossard on the left side. It's very good to have these combinations here and there. When you have Ben White understanding Saka's game, and then you have Gabriel understanding Saliba's game, and then you also have Martinelli understanding Zinchenko's game, and then on top of that, you even have these players who are going to come off the bench understanding each other's game, like Trossard and Nketiah. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to give Edin Nketiah 7 for today. And then our striker was Gabriel Jesus. He did absolutely incredible. His goal was just absolutely dirty, man. Like Brazilian. You can tell. Like, even if you're an alien and you just landed on Earth right now and you've never ever watched this sport, and I put for you an Arsenal game, you'll definitely tell me Jesus is a Brazilian. Like, it is so obvious. Like, he's so good. Around the pitch, absolutely so good. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Combination play. His goal is fantastic. He won us the penalty. This incredible play once again. Another player that I love, absolutely love, man. He makes football look so easy, and I do not want him to go anywhere. I want him to be our starting striker next season. You may disagree, but for me, I want him to be our starting striker next season. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Gabriel Jesus, absolutely fantastic. If you go through, okay, we'll go through all the bench players, but I'm going to keep it short. Otherwise, we're going to be here for 3 hours, and it's already 6:30 a.m. for me. I have not slept tonight, so we definitely need to sleep. But after that excitement, who needs sleep after watching that kind of football? So Karl-Heinz. Let's start with Karl-Heinz. I'm not going to talk too much about him, but you can tell for Karl-Heinz, passing, ball on the feet, you can tell the gap. Like, Ramsdale is here and Karl-Heinz is here. Is he going to be at Arsenal next season? Probably not, or maybe third choice goalkeeper. But you can tell, like, Ramsdale kicking up here and Karl-Heinz kicking is not confident. He's nowhere near Ramsdale in terms of confidence in his kicking. And you saw the other day he gave away the goal to Nuremberg the other day. But he's very good at penalties. It's just because he's not gone back to penalties recently, but he's very good penalty shot stopper. And he didn't really have much to do. He only saved 1 shot from them. So I'm just going to give him a 6 out of 10. And then these are supposed to be our backup players. I'm not even going to call any of them backups because all of them are just incredible. Even Kieran Tierney, like, I saw him like throughout that second half. He was not standing. He was every single ball on that left side. He was getting onto it, running, creating chances, combination plays, giving those passes to Odegaard in midfield. Another player, please don't sell him. I really want to keep him. If you keep Tierney and Pat in this team, they are going to be in a lot of trouble, those opposition teams. Kieran Tierney looked very good when he came on. Again, we didn't concede a goal, looked very comfortable on the ball. Let's not forget Kieran Tierney was up there with Robertson as best the left backs in the Premier League for like 3 years. So he does have that quality. He might not be our guy for inverted fullback, but he's young. You know, the thing with players like Pepe and players like that who are approaching 30, I'm not sure about how much they can learn right now. But these are the players who are between 19 and 26. I think they can. So I don't know how much Tierney can learn the inverted fullback role, but I definitely want for him to stay, mainly because he can give us something different. If you just need someone to run on the flanks, down the flanks, and cross the ball and all that, Tierney is going to do for you that for you. He's not going to. He's not flashy. Nah. He's going to do the job for you. He's just going to put in the tackle and run and put in across goal. That's what I love about Tierney. Nothing flashy about him. Is going to do his job. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Will I remember everyone who came on? Of course. Julian Timber. How much did we pay for him? 40 million? Bargain. Absolute bargain. They gave us 40 million. They gave us Timber for 40 million. Guys, if you didn't watch that game, just go and see. Like, he came on after 10 seconds. He made a crazy interception, quick. Not that he was just standing next to the midfielder. No, he was actually coming from like this distance, and he just came like, he took the ball. And then he doesn't just take the ball and just stands there. No, he takes the ball and actually has the composure of looking for a pass and playing a 1-2 with, I think it was Marquinhos on that right side. Julian Timber, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I cannot wait to see. Like, the fact that we have options of Ben White and Timber and Gabriel, all who can start. I cannot wait for next season, man. Timber is going to get an 8 out of 10. Fantastic debut. He was only on for like 30 minutes, but a very, 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 very good 30 minutes. Who else came on defensively? Tomiyasu. I mean, I didn't see a lot of him. He didn't need to do anything because we are not even defending. We are just basically attacking. So I'm just going to give Tomiyasu a 6. Trustee, the United States boy back in his home country, I'm also just going to give him a 6. He wasn't on for too long. He only played 10 minutes, so 6 for him. I think those were all the defenders. Midfield, Declan Rice. Guys, let me tell you, Declan Rice got the ball. He made a simple pass, just a simple pass. You know, simple pass to Odegaard, a pass that any of you can make. I can make that pass. But that pass to Odegaard, I was almost in tears. Like, I could not believe that Declan Rice was playing for Arsenal, because I was fighting most of you telling you, Declan Rice is not going to go to Man City. It's definitely going to be an Arsenal player. And I was like, What about if he goes to Man City? He'll look very stupid. Nah, he's an Arsenal player now. And he just made a pass and I started crying. Just a pass. He made a pass to Odegaard. I was like, oh my goodness, Declan Rice is passing the ball to Odegaard. I am going to scream. Odegaard received a pass from Rice. Do you know how good those two names sound? Oh, Rice and Odegaard in the midfield together. Absolutely fantastic. And then Rice just made everything look very calm. He actually took a shot that was blocked. It was going in. If it went in, I think it would have gone crazy. But made everything look very comfortable. He kept everything simple, nothing to worry about. He will be there. He will be starting against Man United next time. We will be there. We will teach Casemiro a thing or two. We will be there. So Declan Rice made everything look very simple, and just because he plays for Arsenal, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Even if he didn't get involved in the goals or anything, don't worry, he's going to be there. He's going to be there. Another player that I cannot wait to see how when he starts a game. I'm waiting to see how he does, like together the likes of Odegaard and Havertz from like 90 minutes in a game. So 7 out of 10. So these first games against MLS also in Nuremberg, there's a lot of changes. But when you count to these next 2 games, Barcelona and Man United, most of them are going to play like 75 minutes. They're not going to be subbed off at halftime. So I'm going to give Rice a 7 out of 10. What a player. I'm so happy he plays for our team. Who else came on in midfield? Kai Havertz came on. Havertz cannot score for us. No, Havertz is crap. That's why we sold him. No, it is because your team was crap. That is why you took him down to your level. He came on. He didn't do anything wrong. He scored a fantastic goal. Things you love to see. And just because you're ridiculing him yesterday, I'm going to give him an 8 so that you get disgusted by it even more. You know what? I don't even care. Havertz cannot do anything. Havertz is not good enough. Oh, far away. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I don't care. I'm giving him an extra point just because he might have seen those disgusting comments from, especially you Arsenal fans who are sending abusive messages to Havertz. Shame on you. Don't go there supporting Man United fans and Chelsea fans in ridiculing Arsenal players. Don't do that. 9 out of 10 for Havertz. I don't care. I'm giving him an extra point because you laughed at him yesterday, and today he's in an actual match, not a skills challenge. In an actual match where we are going to judge him, not in the skills challenge. And anyway, he actually won us a skill challenge yesterday. He won one of them for us, so they only picked up the bad parts. That's fine. We will still have the last laugh. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 for today, an extra point because he might have seen your stupid messages from yesterday, and he came on today and he did okay. Another player who I saw was everywhere. Right side, number 10, left side. There's a time Odegaard was trying to look for him and he was playing as a number 9. So 9 out of 10. I don't care. Who else came on? We have so many good players. I forget most of them. I can't forget this one. One of my very good friends, Martin Odegaard, makes everything look very easy on the pitch. Everything. It looks very easy. And Odegaard is there. Control, his combination play once again. He usually has one of the best combination players with Saka on that right side. But you can see, like, people pick up the ball and they pass to him. They know, like, if he has the ball, fantastic. And Martinelli knows, like, Odegaard has the ball, I am going to run. And he runs and Odegaard picks out that pass and Martinelli finishes it. Incredible. I'm going to give Odegaard an 8 out of 10 just because he is just class. One of the best players in the Premier League. I saw some Chelsea fan today saying combined 11, Arsenal 11, Arsenal Chelsea 11, Nkunku in the team and Odegaard not in the team. I almost punched my screen. I almost broke my phone. I'm like, are you serious? What has Nkunku done in the Premier League? Like, have you been watching Odegaard for the last 2 seasons? Nkunku in a starting 11 ahead of Odegaard. Oh, please, don't even say crap like that ever again. Give him 2. Let's see how he does in the next 2 years. Please never say crap like that again. Odegaard, there you put Nkunku and Madueke ahead of Odegaard. These Chelsea fans, like, when are we going to go to Stamford Bridge? I cannot wait. We need to teach them some lessons. They've forgotten we beat them every single time we play them. We will be there. Odegaard, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Just oozes class. His assist for Martinelli, incredible. Martinelli, another one who just comes in and makes everything look very easy. He did miss a chance. I put off target. But his finish was great. He scored a goal, but not going to give him as high as the likes of Havertz rating is actually like an 8, but I've given him a 9 because because I needed to give him an extra point just to piss them off even more. I'm going to give Martinelli a 7 out of 10. He came on after He came on the 55th minute. He did well once again. The ball was, we were using the central area a lot today with Trossard and Odegaard, but Martinelli, whenever he got the chance, you can tell. Like, defenders are just scared of him. Martinelli gets a 7 out of 10 for today. Balogun, surprisingly, wasn't in the box a lot, but he was getting himself on these right channels and running down the channels and controlling the ball here and there. So I'm just going to give Balogun a 7 out of 10 as well. These are very exciting ratings. I'm all excited. So some of them might be very high, but who cares? We just beat them 5-0. So Balogun gets a 7. Did I forget anyone? Havertz, Odegaard, Calvin, TNU, Rice, Timber. Yes, I forgot one player. Marquinhos. Of course, he got the assist for Havertz's goal, and he looked good. He still has a future at Arsenal, I believe. Maybe he might need another loan spell, but I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Very good cross, I think, with his weaker foot for the Havertz goal. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. And I'm not going to rate the manager. Or should I? I think I should, because the reason why I'm this cocky is because I know he's there, and I know players like Havertz are just going to. How many did I predict? 10 goals, 8 assists in all competitions next season. Note that down. I said Havertz is going to bang in 10 goals and 8 assists in all competitions next season. In the Premier League, he's going to get 8 goals and 6 assists. And not because if he was playing every single day, he was going to get more. I've given him 8 goals and 6 assists because there's going to be a lot of rotation there. We have Smith-Rowe, we have Trossard, we have Odegaard, we have Fabio Villa, so not everyone is going to play 90 minutes. But I don't care. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Like, he brought for us Rice, he brought for us Timber. Talent ID, absolute tick. The combination play. The one thing I loved a lot of things today. The fact that we saw Timber making his debut and everything about him today. Like, obviously, Trossard in that middle of the park. I love that as well. But the one thing I love about today is just the unpredictability of every single player. Like, options, different options everywhere around the park. Like, you can have Balogun playing as a striker. Trossard in the second half, he moved from the number 8 position, he went to the left side, and nothing was different. It was the same, absolutely same. Ben White, he moved from right back when Saliba went off. He came to the center back position, and nothing changes. Like, everyone is just so comfortable in every position, and you can see, like, this is not the same Arsenal we had 3 years ago. Like, they cannot call us Bant FC anymore. Like, this is a serious team. We are putting together a very serious team. And that team today, we didn't have Partey in that team. We didn't have, obviously, Zinchenko in that team. We didn't have Smith-Rowe in that team. But the way we were playing, Jorginho looks way more confident than he ever did at Chelsea. Havertz scoring his goal, his first Arsenal goal. Jorginho scoring his first Arsenal goal. Martinelli starting where he left off last season as well. Jesus looking very sharp as well. Saliba looking very sharp. Ben White good as always. Gabriel good as always. And then we're giving Tomias good minutes here and there. Absolutely fantastic.